Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Now it's Shevchenko, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Messi. He has found the way through. Madrid have reclaimed it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, football is a simple game.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Aubameyang running with intent. Now that is a hefty challenge.
That's just playing it safe and simple. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Back would it go. And Aubameyang! They've scored! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Al Nassr have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Knocks it into space. Bellingham! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And that's going right the way across. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
He is through here. Shevchenko. Kimmich. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Now it's Lampard.
That's going in strongly.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. And that is high.
Ronaldinho has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Crossed in again. Bellingham, a player who needs no introduction. Aubameyang. Shevchenko. And it's Messi. Messi. Oh, good spread. Now it's Kimmich. Alaba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Kimmich is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Shevchenko. Oh, well played. He's taken that. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lampard. No, that's been intercepted. And that is a little undercooked. It's a really well-measured ball. And that was asking for too much. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Messi. Shevchenko finding himself in space. He's shifting through the gears here. Ronaldinho. Can he get it? It's Pele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5, Hazard. El dorsal 21, Rooney. El dorsal 17. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9, el dorsal 3, Forlán, el dorsal 18.
So once again, we're underway. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Kimmich gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, good climb! That was superb goalkeeping.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Diaz. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, this is a great position. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Incoming, and again! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, that's a key interception. Ronaldinho running with the ball. He's picked his way through. That is a crunching tackle. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Diaz. He's got Diaz! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Madrid have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well measured. And this is Pele! Oh, that's neat. Guardiola. That's destined for the flank. Great vision. And he's whipped it. Well taken goal. It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Now it's Yamal.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Ronaldinho. Diaz. He's found a way through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 80.
Al Nassr choosing to make the first change.
El dorsal 15. Lampard.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Serán sustituidos por
That's a cute ball.
El dorsal 8. El dorsal
It's
20.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Hazard.
He's beat, and no mistake. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Pierre Aubameyang.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Al Nassr dragged themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 10. Messi. Será reemplazado por El dorsal 22. Ribery.
Chooses to go crossfield. That is good alertness. Now it's Azar.
Al Nassr clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is Forlan, and the shot! It's a loose ball. It is a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Aubameyang. Barcola tries a shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And now a sudden chance to counter. Diaz. Cucurella. There will be 4 extra minutes. He is through here.
That was lovely, that.
And this is Pele. And it's Guardiola. And Diaz. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Thiago. Tries to pass it through. And he plays one through. And the referee brings it to a close. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side.
Hello everyone, and welcome to...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail, time and time again.
Takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's Ibrahimovic! Bonucci. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! And he keeps on giving it a go.
I suppose he's the type, Peter, where you gauge how well he's playing by the number of shots he gets away.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Everyone, please turn to the screen for a special presentation of our tireless work for good causes.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Lopez. And it's Timber, looking for a runner. He's found space here. Always onto this. Lovermin! Loose ball now. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. That's got him rattled. Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Knocks it out wide. And he gets rid in a hurry. Luis Suarez, and he's intervened well there. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. And here's Lopez. That's an imaginative pass. That's been cut out, well played. Dani Olmo. Fermin is onto this. And it's Thiago. Now it's Luis Suarez. So Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Rodri. Ajax, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, that's neat. Schlotterbeck did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Suarez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now that looks a decent ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now, can they get him away? De Paul, that has been cut short. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gate. Goes for a shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Rodri. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Lopez. Good read, needed to be. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Timber. Suarez going after that. Luis Suarez. Ødegaard. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, that's well spotted. A probing pass. Oh, important interception.
Botafogo definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And that has been cleared.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Aguero. Kimmich is always looking to break lines. It's played through for him. Now it's Lopez. He'll try from distance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. De Paul. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to play it through. Now it's Lopez. Bergkamp. Thiago. Now that's well seen too. De Paul. And it's Luis Suarez. Botafogo have reclaimed it. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And a chance! He's got a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Botafogo are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And that's another good win of the ball. Great vision. Aims beyond the defence. And they can counter here. Alexander-Arnold. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Rijkaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's bustling through here. Look at this, and the shot! And he's stuck it away. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Botafogo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Kimmich with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Alexander-Arnold. Alaba making good progress. And he's picked it up out wide. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Ajax have their second corner now. Kimmich goes short. And no, he's seen through all of that. Kimmich. Oh, that's ambitious. He has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Ødegaard. Bergkamp. Now it's Aguero. Luis Suarez. It's a good foot in there. And here's Bergkamp. Can he get on the end of this? And there's green grass ahead of him. Kimmich. Bergkamp. That has not gone well. De Paul. And here's Ferran Torres. Thiago. And it's Bergkamp. And it's Bergkamp. And he's been shifted off it. Dani Olmo with the foul.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 13. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 23.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Ajax are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Joelinton powering forward here. Joelinton has got himself a free kick. That has sent him sprawling.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Diaz. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cannavaro for Joelinton. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Aubameyang. Diaz. It's a goal kick.
Substituição no time do Ajax.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Chooses to go cross-field. Timber. Throw it. Fermin, that's a cute ball. Oh, well played. And here's Ferran Torres. Diaz. Aubameyang. Threads one in. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Berbatov. And here's Lopez. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control. So, third corner of the game. Yamal! Oh, brilliant save. Ajax get their fourth corner. They've played it short. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Gerrard. Tries to pass it through. And it's Messi. Rijkaard gets across and deals with it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lopez. And it's a chance for a shot. It's hit the upright. And with that, the end. Ajax cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. So Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-lying defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising.
Chance, surely! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. There will be a throw-in. No way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No, that's been intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. Plays it through. Not the most accurate pass. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's been hooked away. Rui Costa. Akanji kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. First quarter of an hour gone. Ødegaard, certainly one of the players of the week. This is a promising build-up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that has put paid to that. What's going wide left? Now it's Rui Costa. And it's Ødegaard. Ajax are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Thiago! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, facing decent chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That pass isn't the best. Played into space. Mohamed Salah looking to receive it in space. Akanji, quality ball. Suarez going after that.
Ajax really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rodri cuts out the pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Kovacic defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. 15 minutes till half-time. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Luis Suarez. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Thiago. And here's Suarez. Mohamed Salah is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Well, they've got it again. Kovacic. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's managed to get free. Pass is just off target.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Ødegaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now that's well seen too. 5 minutes till the break. Barcelona could counter here. Kovacic.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Aguero. Aguero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he cuts out the supply. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, that is one way to stop him. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Ajax come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Ajax can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That's a look and plays it forward. Can he get onto this? Mohamed Salah gets into a good position. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Point-blank header! Harmlessly behind. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Good effort from distance. Some resolute defending there. Bergkamp has it in a wide position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kimmich. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this? Ajax still this single goal behind.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rui Costa is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That's a cute ball. And that has been cleared. So what can they make of this? Now he's running away. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Bergkamp. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Aguero! Wonderful Aguero! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Ajax are level! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Cambio de jugadores en el Ajax. El dorsal 7.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Ajax restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He has found the way through. A probing pass. Kimmich. Ajax perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well timed, excellent interception. Luis Suarez being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Mohamed Salah!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kimmich spots it and intercepts. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And they've got a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8. El dorsal
Van der Ven
20.
is there to clear.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9. El dorsal 6.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Yamal. Nicely weighted ball. Rodri does well to get it back. Gerrard. That's a nicely weighted pass. Now it's Aguero. Looking for a runner. That is ended up in no man's land. Ambitious ball here. And he's there to get it away.
Cambio de jugadores en el Ajax. El dorsal 13 será reemplazado por el dorsal 10, Messi.
And he thumps it clear. Now he's got space here. Doesn't quite get there. Casillas clears.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Can he get on the end of this? Aguero. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Ajax, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now. A lot hinges on this one. And they've turned it round. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
El dorsal 22.
Ajax found a way, forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Aguero wants to run onto this. He is through here. He's had a shot. Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
There to retrieve it. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That's beautifully weighted. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And there goes the final whistle. Ajax have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Aguero claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
And he skips past his man. Neymar making a dash for it. Neymar! vicious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And he was quick to react. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball here. He's beaten the last man. Goes for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. He's having a pop! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Oh, he's been flattened there. Al Nassr have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance. He's having a hit! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well, no joy this time.
Al Nassr really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Couldn't squeeze it through. A header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That has ended up in no man's land. Akanji kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kimmich gets across to intercept that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking to play him in. He's found a way through. And a chance! In he goes again. Goal! It's offside and that'll count for nothing.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistant's flag, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. Well, there is a look that says it all, a piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they've...
Tries one from range! Oh, what a... Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's a tidy finish! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to...
Chance! And yes, it's there! Into the lead once more.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Madrid leading now. Lampard really struggling to influence. Goes for goal! Oh, crossbar! Akanji with the clearance. Oh, well played. Neymar. Here's a chance! What a hit, the save was firm.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Looking for a runner. It's a pretty loose pass. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Not the most accurate pass. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now who's going to be first to this? Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Kimmich is behind this one. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Rodri. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's a shade optimistic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's rather hopeful! He's done very well to get to that.
Dani Olmo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Lampard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Triol.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Kimmich. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. And it's Lampard! The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, easy pickings there. He's in a great position here. And he's lost... Oh, shooting chance! And he's following up! And a neat finish! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So again, we have parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And he's quick to get rid. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to...
Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile there.
Neymar with the short one. Now it's Neymar. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Ibrahimovic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's gone for a throw-in. Lampard. Oh, that has not gone well. Puyol. Oh, super find. And this is Mohamed Salah. And he's there to belt it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Neymar closing in on goal. Now the delivery. That is ended up in no man's land. Dani Olmo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a pretty loose pass. Long ball by the goalkeeper. He's had it taken off him. Played into space. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Olmo. And it's been played through. It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He tried running through him, but he was not having it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Dani Olmo. And that is a little undercooked. Looking for options for movement.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that has been cut short. Short changes him with that pass. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. That's a cute ball. Not the most accurate pass. Ball looks a good one. He might be in here. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. It'll be a throw-in. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
It's their second corner of the game. Doué! No, not the best of headers. Can he get it through? Picked, and it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. No, he's just misjudged that one. Looking for the run. No, it's come to nothing. That's going to go a long way.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5 será sustituido por el dorsal 13, Ferdinand.
And he thumps it clear. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. Into extra time we go. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a little off target. Raul. Fermin. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Knocks it into space. Diaz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Oh, his chance for a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That was a given. It always was.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Pass somewhat off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ball's gone out of play. And here's Aubameyang. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he is dashing away. Doué. Doué! And he's stuck it away. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Lopez.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's been given away. De Paul. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So was this when the game was won? Logic and experience would certainly suggest that, but who knows what the game still has to offer.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
And we're off for the final time.
El dorsal 20.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. De Paul. Shot. Decent chance! And that's a good finish. A potentially pivotal strike at a pivotal time. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over surely. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Raul. He won't be happy with that one. Now, can they get him away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Aguero. Thiago. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pass is just off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Al Nassr clearly should have gone for the easier...
And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Aguero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Cristiano Ronaldo! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
And that will be the final act. Al Nassr cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. He has found the way through. Neymar. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Bellingham. Ambitious ball here. And he's intervened well there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Probing pass. Rodri. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get it through? Great chance! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory!
Well, we can only hope that this has set the tone for what's to come. Captain Majestic has stunned the whole arena. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So, a break chance for a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it out wide. Mohamed Salah defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Here's a chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's managed to get free. Rodri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Al Nassr really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
Just a shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, good take in a good area. And he shoots! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rodri shifted it to the flank. Bellingham. He's a sharp little ball here. Aubameyang unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Mohamed Salah running with intent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, no joy this time. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look...
Lampard! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Searching pass he's played there. Neymar looking to add to his goal. And it's Olmo. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. He's having a hit! Sensational from Bellingham! He's got himself an absolute peach. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rodri was in no mood for any of that. Al Nassr are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Akanji, not the most accurate pass. Rodri, Kimmich, and Puyol, Dani Olmo, and this is Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo! Just too much, fractions.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And this is Ronaldo. Rodri has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's made its way to him. And he's got away. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. So what can they conjure from this one? And now as good a time as any to pull level. Decent hit from there. Rodri. Now, can they get it? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Dani Olmo, passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar tries to pass it through. Ibrahimovic was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
And that has fair fizzed. And that has left him in a heap. Aubameyang, and the finish! Goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty...
And there's the shot! Oh, crossbar! That's going to go a long way. And it's been taken short. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Al Nassr have the chance to go the other way. Threads one in. It's played through for him.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now that's well seen too. That's a cute ball. Now it's Bellingham. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Aubameyang.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Passes short and sharp. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's a searching pass. Nicely worked. He's got away. Shot a goal! Akanji clears without hesitation. Nice control. Mohamed Salah! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking to play him in. Mohamed Salah. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's been played through. Tries a shot! In he goes again! And that's a sharp finish! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
El dorsal 11.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And this is Ronaldo. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? This is a promising build-up. Oh, he's having a go! And that really should have been that.
Cristiano Ronaldo really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Lampard does well to get it back. Done delicately.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looking for option. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ronaldo clearly saw the chance to shoot, and why not? Lampard. Kimmich. Now it's Olise. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's had it taken off him. And here's Ibrahimovic. I think we're just about done here. That's an imaginative pass. That is good alertness. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Al Nassr.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Good chance here! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Desperate defending required here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Al Nassr have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. That ball looks a good one. This one, and the finish! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Al Nassr finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Strokes it back. Rodri.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Shifted upfield. Stood up well to him there. Tries to pass it through. Lampard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kimmich. Dani Olmo. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic, brilliantly cut out. Dani Olmo, Bellingham. And the counter is on. And that's really well manoeuvred. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, important interception. And a chance! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish of true class! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he...
Chance! Lampard. And there's the shot! Mohamed Salah is the type of player who always likes having... It's Lampard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lampard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kimmich with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Just eases him off the ball. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a throw-in. And here's Aubameyang. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot, surely! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, that's poor. That's a poor decision he's made there. He should have trusted his instincts.
Seaman. Mohamed Salah making good progress on the right-hand side. That has been cut short. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That has not gone well. And it's Neymar. It's a searching pass. Can he get onto this? Dani Olmo. Madrid are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rijkaard. Aubameyang. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's bustling through here. Alaba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pinches it off him. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played. Neymar. And it's Neymar.
Oh, really well played.
Can he get on the end of this? Real chance! Well taken goal. And they've got their lead back. Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Couldn't squeeze it through. Dani Olmo. Oh, no joy this time. Kimmich is always looking to break lines. And it's Olmo. Always goal side. Dani Olmo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a pretty loose pass. Akanji promptly onto that, and that is that. Dani Olmo, and he was quick to react. Rodri. Can he get it through? Great vision. Aubameyang. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. So a temporary halt to the action. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready. Aubameyang!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lampard. Bellingham. Plays a sharp little ball here. Kimmich. Now it's Lampard. Aubameyang. Deftly away. Oh no, this does not look good. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Zanetti defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. This is a promising build-up. He's found some space. Nice interception, well timed. And he's quick to get rid. Ibrahimovic. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And Aubameyang! Rising over the bar.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Well read, nice interception. Threads one in. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Knocks it into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Al Nassr really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
No, he's just misjudged that one. He won't be happy with that one. Back where it came from. They've got a corner here. It's their second corner of the game. Towering header! Goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bellingham. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a corner kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
Corner
dorsal
number
17,
3 coming up.
Neymar. El dorsal 11. El dorsal 80. Serán sustituidos por... El dorsal 21,
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
El dorsal 14. El dorsal 6.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. There's the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's managed to get rid. Ronaldinho. Good ball, good take. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Al Nassr do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ronaldo is onto this. Raul takes a shot!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ronaldinho does really well to win the ball there. And it's Ronaldinho. He's got away. Rodri was in no mood for any of that. And this is Ibrahimovic. Doué. Showing good feet. Doué! Oh, it rattles the bar. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And it's made its way to him, and he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he finish? Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, he's been flattened there. And that is out of play.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5 será sustituido por el dorsal 13.
Deception, his positioning was spot on. Olise gets into a good position, and it shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
A droll. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nice looking ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Third in. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up. No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Olise picks it up out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Olise. Chance for a shot! Oh wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That was a given, it always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Triol wins the duel this time. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's gone loose. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Doué, he has found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he cuts out the supply. Ronaldinho. And he's been shifted off it. Now that looks a decent ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the pass is intercepted. So just 15 minutes still to come. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 13. El dorsal 22.
And so the last chance to find a winner.
El dorsal 21.
Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Doué. Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for options for movement. It's Ronaldinho. Serginho! And it's been hooked away. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Al Nassr really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Aubameyang. Tries to play it through. That is a brilliant interception. And he can thump it away. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Al Nassr clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Doué. Space for him to turn and look. And time is up. Al Nassr can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. Can he finish? And it's Kimmich. Akanji cuts it out. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And we have our very first corner. Kimmich goes short. Rodri deals with that comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Neymar plays it short. And he's cut it out. Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. And here's Mohamed Salah. And that's been won straight back. And this is Ronaldo. Lampard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Threads one in. Baresi calmly anticipates. Dani Olmo. He's found a way through. Short changes him with that pass. Aubameyang. And that is well cleared. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now who's going to be first to this? Kimmich. And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's having a go! It's hit the upright. Deftly away. Kimmich stood his ground strongly. Pinches it off him.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Can he get it through? Showing good feet. Tries from distance. And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Madrid definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Romero can clear it away. It's their second corner of the game. Shapes to shoot! Kimmich! It is fantastic! A finish right from the top draw! And we have liftoff! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Yeah, OK, it's gone in with the help of the crossbar, but that was merited due to the quality of the strike.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Well, this
Bellingham!
Bellingham really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Kimmich. Zanetti. Rodri, very much a man of this moment.
Al Nassr truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
No, that's been intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Great vision. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Oh, important interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, super find. Lampard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Knocks it into space. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's managed to gift it back. Rodri is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Nicely weighted ball. Zanetti.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Kimmich does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Baresi with... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now, can they get him away? No way through, so back it comes. Neymar. He's going to be disappointed with that. That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Al Nassr unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can, and that has left him in a heap. And that was asking for too much. Romero, he's gone direct here. Time and again they are repelled. Looking to play him in. Decent chance! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Yeah, and I don't think there was much wrong with his vision nor his decision-making. Madrid have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
This is a promising build-up. And he cuts out the supply.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lampard. And that has not gone well. Dani Olmo. Good. He's having a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Passing nice and neat. Dani Olmo. It's a pretty loose pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's big chance! Neymar running with intent. And this is Ibrahimovic. Big chance! One-on-one! Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. That has been slung wide. Great ball, and Aubameyang! Denied by an instinctive save.
Aubameyang really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Al Nassr have their third corner. Kimmich with the short one. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, nicely intercepted. succumbs to the pressure. Looking for options for movement. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Al Nassr are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Al Nassr have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Dani Olmo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Olmo. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Well, the
17.
two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. It's just beyond his reach.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 21, el dorsal
Kimmich
14,
kept aware,
el dorsal
and
6.
it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. That's a cute ball, and he was alert to it. Al Nassr very much running into the last chance salute. Good effort from distance. Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Rodri. Doué. And he's managed to get free. Not the most accurate pass. Azar. Diaz. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's gone for goal! And the goalkeeper watches it past. Alaba produces the perfect tackle there. Gives it back, looking for the run. Aubameyang! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Doué. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort and time.
Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Shapes to shoot! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish of true class! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Gorgeous! Just gorgeous!
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Narazaki gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Dani Olmo, Mohamed Salah. This is a promising build-up. Dani Olmo. Rodri. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
We're looking at a different... And he's let fly! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, just skips past his man. Real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar goes short. And he's following up! It's a goal! Into the lead once more! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Bellingham, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Zanetti can clear it away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Rodri. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Olmo. Oh, well measured. Could be danger here. Shot, surely! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Madrid go up by 2 and are looking good.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Romero is there to clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he cuts out the supply. That's been cut out, well played. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Dani Olmo, he's shifting through the gears here. Corner. And it's been taken short. He's had a shot! Too close for comfort. Well, that is one way to stop him. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Madrid, palpably stronger, better. It's Ibrahimovic! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Lampard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the time.
Aubameyang! Aubameyang! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they are right back within touch.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Al Nassr may be down, but not out just yet. And that is well cleared. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Now it's Aubameyang. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
This is the time you need that pace.
Dani Olmo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kimmich. That has been cut short. Bellingham. Lampard. Baresi with the foul. And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Great defending, strong and determined. But that has not gone well. That's a little off target. Dani Olmo. Bellingham. Lampard. Clipped into space. And he was alert to it. That's it, 45 minutes up. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Que pueden acceder a toda la información relacionada con nuestro equipo en nuestra página web oficial.
gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lampard. And it's Aubameyang. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. Oh, we expected better, and so it's Lampard! That was mighty close. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away? That's an imaginative pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Al Nassr clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's played through for him. And he's found a way, and he shoots! And no mistake! And they are disappearing out of sight! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So now the difference is 3. Baresi gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And he's running through. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Dani Olmo. Lampard. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Rodri. And it's Neymar, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dani Olmo. Lampard. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Mohamed Salah. Rodri. Kimmich proves too strong. He's a sharp little ball here. Shot a goal! It's a goal! They're back within reach! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So could they be onto something here? Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Rodri, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Romero cuts it out. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal! Great chance! And that's in! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Madrid visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, what a mistake! Now it's Barcola. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Barcola. And this is Ronaldo. And he's certainly onside. And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Madrid are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Diaz. Now it's Diaz. Good ball, good take. He's picked his way through. Romero did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's on it, can he get away? Ronaldinho. 4 added minutes on the board. And he's picked out the... Aubameyang!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fermin. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Not too... That could spell trouble. He is through here. And Aubameyang! That's... Oh, and the referee says that is it. Al Nassr have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was